This is a nice morning. I think it's the first time I've put my sunglasses on in like a week. It warmed up pretty quickly and it's just beautiful. Good morning. I did one of the grocery store trips yesterday where I just grabbed all the food that makes me feel good, no matter how much it weighs. So I have a bunch of these little yogurts. So I'm gonna have this as a second breakfast, I guess. I had a green juice and oatmeal back at the shelter this morning. I did a lot of climbing the first, 7 miles of today. I'm looking at my watch, over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. But now I'm doing a little bit of a downhill. I'm gonna treat myself because yesterday when I went to the grocery store, I picked myself up some Dunk's iced coffee. So I'm gonna have this. I actually have a banana in my backpack too, so I'm gonna have that when I'm done with my coffee. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be eating some good stuff now. That was kind of embarrassing. So I just got to a spot on the trail where there's power lines and I had to go to the bathroom. So I started running down off the trail and I was gonna like cut into the woods a little bit down there to find somewhere to dig a hole and stuff. And as I'm running down there, a day hiker comes walking down this path and sees me going down there, and he stopped and stared. I don't think he realized what I was doing. I thought he was probably thinking like, she's going the wrong way. But I was more like, keep going, nothing to see here. But everything worked out. I've kind of been looking for a good place to stop and have lunch for a while. Since I passed that entering a state park sign a little ways back, I was picturing like picnic tables and trash cans and stuff, and I got excited, but it's been just like this for a while, which is pretty. It's also been really buggy, so that's why I have my sunglasses and my hood up to try to get the bugs to not attack my head. And because of the bugs, I'm kind of having like a walking lunch, so I'm just munching on some Cheez-Its for now. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but I'll probably remember that in a second. Definitely not a fun road crossing to cross. There's 4 lanes of traffic. Oh gosh, that's my first big snake of the trail. This guy looks like he's in no rush to move and looks kind of sketchy on either side trying to go around him. Alright, can we zoom in on your face? What do you look like? Hi. There you go. See, it's slithering along a little bit. This guy's in slow motion. It's always hard to get used to hiking again after you get spooked by a snake or something, because then you're non-stop staring at the ground and you think everything is a snake. Every sound is an animal, and it's such a creepy feeling. So I just stopped at that last shelter called the Rod Hollow Shelter. That's a shelter that I camped at last time, and that's where my Aunt Carrie joined me for a quick overnight trip. So that was fun revisiting. I refilled up on snacks and filtered water while I was there, and there were 3 thru-hikers there that were set up for the night, and I haven't met them before, so I sat at the picnic table with them for a while and got to know them. I took my 000, I don't know, like a week and a half ago. And since the 000, I've been catching back up with a lot of people that I've met on trail before that. But now I'm also meeting some new hikers, which is fun and a little exciting. I stayed at that shelter until like 4:30, and I still have 7 miles until the next shelter where I want to stay. So it might be another late night. I do think I can get there before the sun goes down, but I'll pick up the pace a little bit. All right, looks like tonight I am doing the roller coaster. It should be fun. Far Out describes the roller coaster as a 14-mile section of steep climbs and steep descents with few views. So it doesn't sound too exciting, but at the same time, I remember this not really being that big of a deal last Thru-Hike and not really being any different than the rest of the AT. I just hit mile 20 for the day. Feeling good, feeling strong. So I'm like 3 climbs into the roller coaster, and right now I'm at mile 999.8 of the Appalachian Trail, and I'm getting pretty excited. This is a new sign. Stay. I just hiked 1,000 miles from Springer Mountain, Georgia to here. I'm almost out of Virginia at this point. I just got like butterflies for the last couple of minutes looking for that like visual sign of like 1,000 miles, just seeing it all written out. I can't believe it. So I'm pretty pumped, obviously, that I've hiked 1,000 miles in 58 days, but at the same time, I still have 1,200 miles left. So I'm almost halfway. I feel like the halfway point is gonna come up pretty quickly. Just going into this Thru-Hike, I definitely had my doubts. I was like, my first Thru-Hike went extremely well. I mean, I didn't have any like major obstacles, nothing really happened, no major setbacks, and I just kind of cruised up the AT. There were definitely some hard moments, but all in all, I think it went pretty well. And so going into this Thru-Hike, I was like, what are the chances that this time is gonna go just as well? Like, odds are something's gonna happen. And I don't want to think like that, but that's just the reality of what was going on in my head. So the fact that I am at 1,000 miles, I made it this far, and I'm still feeling really good physically, mentally, all that. Like, I am so thrilled. Just like 0.2 miles away from the shelter. Sun's about to go down. It is 7:53. It was a long day. I've hiked 25 miles today, but like I was just saying, I feel strong and proud of myself, proud of my legs and my feet. And I'm gonna have a nice Mountain House spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. And I've had service a lot of the day, so if there's service at the tent site, I will watch Survivor, because I forgot to do that the other night. So that's my plan. Tent, spaghetti, Survivor.